I allegedly doxed
Test one,
somebody.
two, test one, two, test one, two, test one, two, test one, two.
Clear.
I want to make it clear.
I don't like you, bitch.
I don't like him.
That I feel.
I don't like him.
A lot of these homosexuals.
Test one, two, test one, two, test one, two. Can you hear me up in YouTube land? Please get a sound check. Baby, we're having some technical difficulties up here.
Sophisticated, Versace shades.
I'll hold it down, don't worry.
You drunk off hate, intoxicated, broke line bitches.
Tasha K.
You wanna be me? Yeah, I know.
You a low, but you're hoe in a SRO. Okay.
My license plate.
I got a good sound to sound good.
NYC. All these bitches wanna get like me. First class flights and VIP. I'ma read these bitches like ABC.
I made this tea. It's amazing.
Numbers in my bank account. I'm number one. You're all too soft. Now drag these bitches like I'm RuPaul. The library is open and I read these hoes. So high up in that penthouse, I can't see these hoes. My clothes, custom designers, you can't find these in no stores. I get money, my lifestyle is pure diamonds and gold. My whole life is a movie. You just a fan,
you a groupie. You clout chasing ass broke bitch. Ain't nothing you can do to me. What's going on? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. We have 2 more weeks to Christmas. Okay.
Waistline got a lot of ass around it. Top notch piece, go ask about it. From the bottom, but I'm so high class about it. 5-star restaurant, good bougie upper echelon.
All right. I am Juanki, and welcome to my world. Drop a bomb on that. If you have stumbled upon my channel, this is a cornucopia of stuff. Okay, it's we do lifestyle, we do crime dramas, we do a little bit of everything, whatever's going on in the world today. How's everybody doing? Welcome. The first week of December. We have less than 5 weeks, I think, before the end of the year. Okay, yes. That means just 3 more to go. Just 3 more to go. You know what I mean? I was shocked. Ellie was shocked and appalled at how high these insurance rates are going up. Navis 21. I'm gonna have to do some magical tricks for next year because these premiums are skyrocketing. I think it's finally hit me and Hulk. You know, so yeah, we got that to look forward to in 2026. But as we bring the year to end. Okay, as we bring the year to end, this is the time where I get I start reflecting on what was accomplished, what did we do. Like if you can sum up your whole year, Naris 21 and others, if you could sum up your whole year in one word, okay, in one word, what would that word be? Naris 21 and others who are in the chat, please feel free to drop in your word. What would you sum up your year? If you could sum it up in one word, what would you say it is? For me, there's a whole bunch of finalists. You know, there's a whole bunch of finalists. And I may just, listen, this is Juanki's world, and I make the rules as I go along. I may just give you two potentials and then my final word, right? One of the potentials is definitely tired. 2025 was a tiring year. Okay, so that's one of my words. That will be a potential. That's a runner-up. Another one will be intimidating. It was an intimidating year. Definitely was an intimidating year. Absolutely. 2025 for me was an intimidating year. And I will explain why later on. But the word that will sum up what 2025 was for me, I would say blessed. Drop a bomb on that. Blessed. Because even through the intimidation and the tiredness, I still work through it. And I feel I'm blessed. And I'm thankful for that. I feel that I'm blessed and I am thankful for that. Because I know what the struggles that other people have gone through, and I've seen it. And you turn on the news. I completely have tuned out from the news because it's just over and over and over. And then I think that for this year, I mean, I knew that there was a lot of F-ish out in this country, but this year definitely made me face the F that is in this country. I've been able to, like, this year really show its ass to us, but that's what people voted for, and we do have a democracy somewhat, right? We did have a democracy on that day somewhat. And so this is and actions have consequences. Drop a bomb on that. Actions have consequences. I am losing my sound. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know what's going on. Test. Bomb. I have lost my sound, and I don't like this. I don't know what's going on with the system. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. I'm coming through from this is just my second time we hear everything, but I don't hear myself on playback, and that's up to me to work through it. But when you're used to hearing yourself on playback and then you don't hear yourself on playback, Hulk, you know what that is. So, okay, but you can hear me. All right, let's continue. So, I was able to like really see the people around me for who they really are. Drop a bomb on that. And at a whole other level. Rodney Devo. Nice to see you. Rodney, I've been in the helicopter. I won't say the bushes, but I've been in the helicopter. Helicoptering through, up and down and through that timeline. Okay, Rodney, I'm so happy to see you doing videos and all of that. Like, I didn't even know you had a channel, Rodney Devo. I didn't even know you was like doing it like that. I go over there and I catch my little videos in between whatever I'm doing at the office and all that when I'm doing chores around the house. So keep it up, Rodney. So I've known of the fuck ish. Haven't done the jobs that I've done in my lifetime. I've seen people hold people back because of their color of their skin. I definitely have. I've seen less talented, less qualified people get promotions. I've seen people get hired for jobs that were never even listed. Drop a bomb on that. Never even listed. We didn't even know. I've seen people get hired for jobs that they were not even created yet. But they showed up because they know somebody who knows somebody who knew somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, hold on a second. My block and band game is sick. It's like a ta, like target practice for me. But this has been really something this year. This has really been something this year. But overall, even with everything that's gone on, I say blessed because even with the setups that have been put out there for to have us fail, I think we've still gone through and done what we have to do and put the things in place so that we could still be as secure as possible. But I'm looking forward to 2026. There's a lot happening for us still in 2026. It's like a never-ending hamster wheel, but it's at least we get to do it. At least we get to do it because there's people in other places and even here in this country that are not able to do it. So, I'm interested in seeing what's going to go down this year in this little sector, that sector that I dip my toe in and out once in a while. Mother Trisha Lane recently said, see some beatings. Naris 21, see some beatings. So they got 4 weeks to get it. Let's get it on. They got 4 weeks to rumble with the beat. They got 4 weeks to get it done. Okay, done. But and then there's 21 after see some beatings. Then there comes to caroling. I can never forget Rodney Devo. Remember, year after year, these people that have been dragging each other on their platforms, then get together around the 20s, I call it, between December 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then they get on these long-ass, drawn-out panels, and then they start caroling. Drop a bomb on that. Okay? They start caroling, They start singing with each other. They say they're gonna turn the page for 2026. I remember a couple of years. They started this a couple of years. Now it's 21. They started this, and I'm like, I was telling Hulk, I'm like, I bet you this is not gonna last the month of January. Baby, it was 2 days into January. It was like January 3rd, and these people were already fighting and video for video and cussing each other. And I'm like, oh well, that lasted pretty nothing. That lasted pretty nothing. So I find it to be fake and phony, in the words of I Love New York, or fraudulent and shit. Like I don't like the fake shit. It's the fake shit for me. It's the fake shit for me. It really is. I don't. I've always, and people might say, oh, he's so stuck up and this, that, and the third. No, I don't, I don't consider myself to be stuck up. I consider myself somebody who's worked hard for what they have, somebody who values what they have and the connections that I have made and the networking that I've been able to conduct, and respect and love my marriage. Absolutely love and adore my husband, Incredible Hulk. Drop a bomb on that. Thank you, baby. Thank you. And I don't carry myself with the lowest common denominator. This is why I'm always sitting over here by myself. But then again, I'm not by myself because I really do have a life. You know what I'm saying? It's not just this. This is just an outlet, a creative outlet, if you will. But I do have friends. I do have family, that I turn to on a daily basis, and that I love and that I support, and they support me, and it's mutual. You come into these streets and what I've learned in 2025 from these YouTube streets, and I'm going to be specific to this sector they call the beef sector here. Every year, I feel like it goes lower and lower, and the bar gets set lower and lower. I feel like it's a bunch of unhappy people, like people who really wanna make you feel their pain and their misery, and that's completely foreign to me. As many years as I've been here, it's just observing and watching, and once in a while I have to go back and forth. Like, last week I had a trans pedestrian try to come at me talking about I'm aging. Baby, take a good look. Take a good look. All right? I wake up like this. Don't let me put myself together. Don't have me call some of my friends, the one who does the hair, the one that does the clothing, the one that all of that, and have them all, by our powers combined, and have them put me together for an event. You understand what I'm saying? And here's the thing. I get called ugly and aging by a trans pedestrian who's so ugly and old, they won't even come through live in the flesh. Drop a bomb on that. It's the effing delusion for me. It's the delusion for me. My husband, the Incredible Hulk, says, I remember when Jay will cock. Oh, he will cock. Jay Wilson will cock. He used to cock all the time from coast to coast on that Delta flight. Okay, he would start in New York, intake, go get to a terminal, fly across the country holding set intake, and then land at LAX or at LAX or San Francisco and continue the intake. Okay? And continue the intake. Rodney Devo. Can you believe Rodney Devo? Me calling aging. First of all, I've never been one to be about my looks. Drop a bomb on that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to that, I've never played the card. I've never, and we're not gonna get it twisted. I know when I walk into a room what this has done. Okay, and when it's put together on the whole nine, when I say, okay, I'm gonna walk into that room, by our powers combined, I'm gonna get the one who's gonna get me the clothing, the stylist. I'm gonna get me the one who's gonna do the hair. I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? This is back in my single life when I was trying to impress, But my impressing, it's like I didn't even have to try, I didn't have to try. So to then have some, oh, he's not aging, and then Rodney Devo. They said that I have a white man. Okay, a white man taking care of me. Drop a bomb on that. Now it's 21, a white man. I'm aging. I'm not aging gracefully because of the white man that's with me. Drop a bomb on that. Baby. That statement right there coming from a trans pedestrian fucked up in the head who had a seance put together. Do you remember when they were exercising the demons out of him? Remember, he was on at Olivia the Oracle, and he just started screaming, ah! Ah! Rodney, were you around for that? That was like 3 or 4 years ago. Okay? 3 or 4 years ago, Rodney. These bitches are, really? If you don't get the F out of my face, and then it's somebody who comes on black screen. On black screen. If you don't get the F out of my face, sir, Mr. Sir, okay? Mr. Sir, if you don't get the F out of my face, you know, every wrinkle, if I have some, every blemish, if they're there, my husband loves it. Drop a bomb on that. Loves it. And every year he showers me with wonderful gifts. I told you last year he bought me a brand new motherfucking Lexus. Drop a bomb on that. Brand new Lexus for my birthday. Okay? Brand new. I've never seen a note, payment note for it or whatever. Every time I'm rolling up and down the block, I actually was on the phone with my husband several times, actually, because I don't like, although I'm a performer the whole night. Hello, Doc QT3000. Nice to see you. I don't like attention, to be quite honest. I don't like, yes, baby, drop a bomb on that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. I don't think I ever told that story, Incredible Hulk. Did we tell it on the podcast? My husband, the Incredible Hulk, purchased me, which is not how you say it, but he purchased me a Lexus of the year, and he handled everything over the phone. Over the phone, we literally went over there and just from a legit, Lex. This is not some man of the block or whatever. No, this is like a legit place we went. Once we went there, it took us like 2 hours to drive off with it, but everything was already pre-done over the effing phone. I didn't know you could buy a legit car over the phone. Drop a bomb on that. Okay? Good birthday. It was an amazing birthday. Yes. But the thing is that when I'm driving, right? When I'm driving and people stare because it's a different type of car. It's not your common Lexus out there. So people are always looking and asking and looking, and it does things, and it's, like when it comes down the street, and then it's in a really nice color. So it's like bam, boom, bam. When you walk down the street, and I hate when people are looking like I'm driving and I'm like, the fuck you looking? It gets me, the New Yorker in me comes out real quick. And my husband has to remind me, although, because I'm always talking to my husband on the phone, that they're looking because it's a different car. It's not something that they see every day. Thank you, baby. I love you. And no, Incredible Hulk is not white. My Incredible Hulk is green. Drop a bomb on that. He's green. Okay? It's green. Love you, baby. Love you. Thank you so much for loving me. Okay? I love you for loving me. I love that you love me, that I love you, and we love each other. Yes. Okay, let me stop. I'm blushing. I am blushing. But yeah, it's the misery for me. It's the misery. And the latest thing is knocking people's channels down. People knocking people's I just never really understood any of it. Just like the doxing of it all. I never really understood any of it. I didn't like it. I don't associate with that. It's just not my, you know what I'm saying? They just want to hit to come on camera. They just want him to come on camera. Oh yes, I'm sure. Listen, I've been here for a long periodical of time. Okay? I've studied these nutcases around here. Okay? I've studied them. All right, I understand, and that's why I'm not engaging back and forth. It was so happy when I said I'm gonna drag you for months. Oh, it was so happy. It was so happy. No, you stay over there, sir, man, mister. You stay over there doing that. Okay, we're not interested over here. We don't get that. We have intellectual conversations here and discussions, and that whatever you serving over there, with the fucked up wig and the cremation number 6 makeup, okay, and the whole 9, unhappy with yourself with the demon, and then you had Olivia in the back, oh lordy lord, oh Jesus, God, oh poor child, you poor child. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get the you fucking unhappy bitch. Hold on a second. Okay. My producer is producing me from the viewing room. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing the year, closing out the years, beginning with the new year. Hold on. Bam! My removal thing. You know, my husband just say he's taking care of it. My block button is like, I love it. I'm like, plop, 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 plop. It's like, boom, boom, boom. And even if it's a mistake, oh, well. Oh, well. All right? Oh, well. Absolutely. Incredible Hulk and I recently went to London. Yes, we flew for 8 hours and 47 minutes. Okay. Rodney Divo says, I'll come on camera for certain people down the reset. Listen, I don't the thing about Hulk, Incredible Hulk, and me, that all these bees need to get it through their thick skull. My name is on the motherfucking marquee up in here. It's Juanki's World. It's not Juanki's World and Hulk. And Hulk, okay, he's a supportive partner. He's here to champion me and protect me on the whole 9. But he's not into the arts like that. Okay, I'm the one with the theater degree up in here. Okay, he's the businessman. I'm the theater performer. Okay, and when Hulk got with me, he understood. Okay, that my name is on the motherfucking marquee up in here. Okay, once in a while, we got the podcast that we do together. We do things together and all that. And who knows, maybe in 2026, Hulk may just come on screen with me. But as of right now, ain't no B, especially not from that sector, is going to force me to prove anything to any of them. Drop a bomb on that. For what? We're not even in the same motherfucking tax bracket. Okay? Okay? You understand? Don't get fooled. Man in a wig, don't get fooled by the fact that I can come down. Don't get fooled by the fact that I grew up in New York City, Marcy Projects. We're not the same. We will never be the same. We don't carry ourselves the same way. We don't have the same experiences. You know, I'm not interested in learning a damn thing from any of y'all bitches over there. No, not. Couldn't teach me a damn thing. None of y'all. All of y'all put together couldn't teach me one thing. All right? So this whole bait and switch, we're gonna bait him to go. No. Number one, I have self-control, which lacks in that group over there. I have self-control. Okay? You can say whatever you want to say in your platform. I'll say whatever they want to say in the platform. You're not gonna bait me into, no. Every step that I take, every move that I make over here, every step I take, you know, it's because I wanted to. Okay? It's because I wanted to, my husband wanted to, or we both wanted to. Period. I don't have to prove anything to. I don't have to self-control. Absolutely. Let me just put you right there. QT3000. Drop a bomb on that. Self-control. Self-control. Okay? And where have I learned self-control? At my jobs. By working. You know, a lot of them don't work. You know, even if they're prostituting, that's not a line of work. You know, I've learned self-control from my theater world, from being in boardrooms, and the jobs that I've had where I have to control myself because I want to jump across this motherfucking table and beat the shit out of that bitch. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay. So it was your oversight. No, okay. Your oversight. No worries. No worries. Okay. But you want to put it all out here in front of for all these people, right? But yeah. Self-control. Self-control. You're not gonna, you know. I noticed they don't work. They don't work. Drop a bomb on that. They don't work. They absolutely don't work. Rodney Diva says, well, I'm going to watch a movie. Y'all have a good night and Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Rodney Diva. We'll hope to see you before Christmas, but enjoy your movie and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Dr. Z3000, they don't work. These bitches don't work. They don't work. Okay? They don't work. Bunch of them don't work. They get a EBT check. They get a mental check. My thesis are too low check. Remember, you have mentors telling mentees, make your disease work for you. AKA go to the Department of Health or whatever, public services or New York City system and go ahead and make your disease pay you. Educational is minimal, if at all. Educational is minimal, if at all. So I'm supposed to feel ways about people like that judging me and trying to tell me that I'm with a white man? Oh, baby, if you think it's a white man, you think it's a white man. Drop a bomb on that. Go ahead. I already told you he's green. I already told you Incredible Hulk is green, right? Okay, but if that's what's gonna make you be able to make your video, and then the QT2000 is the subscribers that are so gullible and you just eat it all up. Eat it all up. They eat it all up. It's disgusting. It's lowest common denominator, and it's not really something that I, want to attach myself to or whatever. It doesn't, once in a while if I'm bored and I feel like, okay, I'll interact for the purposes of entertainment, but for the most part, not interested. There's not a goddamn. When I like made myself known in that sector, I really thought that I could show people some of the things that I learned that has started making me be successful in my real life. Because, as I said, I came from poor, humble beginnings, and everything I had up until I got with my husband was done by me. Okay, working hard, down to my sexual health and everything, just maintaining. I did that. Okay, ain't no man. Did I have offers? Absolutely. Look at me. Drop a bomb on that. Now I'm gonna get vain. Yeah. Hi. Hello. It's New York City. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. Lived in Harlem. Lived in Washington Heights. Lived in Queens. Lived in East New York. Lived in Marcy Projects. Lived in Guanos Projects. Lived in the Bronx. Lived all over New York City. You don't think bank accounts and dick was offered left and right, and rectum was offered to me left and right? You don't think that was my case? Because for you that was in your case, right? For you that was in the case, and then you couldn't cut it as a man, so you threw a wig on and see if you can get some type of traction with the wig. And you may very well be getting traction from ads online, and those are clients. Them not the ones that are going to see you through and support you and help you become something. They're not. No, those are clients. Once they're done, they're going to dispose of you like they have been. They put in your sexual health at danger. They're literally wearing the F out of your body, wearing it down, running it down. And I'm supposed to feel ways about a trans pedestrian with a wig on. A plastic wig, well, exactly. A trans pedestrian with a plastic wig, drop a bomb on that. The iced tea is teeing. A trans pedestrian with a plastic wig on. Naris 21 says, oh my God. Lucky 2000 says, the subscribers from the same material. My husband, the Incredible Hulk, says, the sector is a collection of the worst people in our community. It's actually sad and embarrassing. While you are saying embarrassing, so ladies and gentlemen, some of my loyal subscribers know when I met Hulk. They saw me they saw me when I was dating Paul Gates. You should like you trans. Leave us the fuck alone. You mad and weird. But you're here. You're here. And I didn't make a blanket statement. I'm speaking to one particular trans pedestrian. I can not like somebody. Drop a bomb on that. I can. And if it's weird, If it's weird, see your way out. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. I don't like that bitch. You understand? I don't like that bitch. The one I'm talking about. Okay? I don't have a problem with trans people. I don't. There's a bunch of them I can't stand, just like there's a bunch of straight people I can't stand and a whole bunch of homosexuals I can't stand. Okay? All right? If I don't like it, I don't like it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. Period. Okay? So you could see your way out, or you could continue to sit right up in the front and take everything in, and I'll even give you some so you could take home with you. Drop a bomb on that. With that said, I'm supposed to feel ways because this trans pedestrian with a plastic wig on, okay, is trying to bait me into proving that I don't have a white man. Okay. Okay. We're not in the same tax bracket. We wouldn't be like, we're not even in the same realm. Okay. Hello, Castro Canner. Nice to see you. We're not even in the same realm. I don't have to prove a goddamn thing. Like I said before, I have self-control. What does that prove? To who? To a whole bunch of idiots? What? So they can then hate harder on it. My husband, the Incredible Hulk, says, what's funny is that a trans person can get mad at a gay man and call him all types of AGOTs. But if we call them trans, it's a problem. Drop a bomb on that. My thing is about this, baby, and listeners. My thing is like, I can like not like bitches. I can like I don't, I don't have bias like that, but if that I don't like that trend, I don't like that trend. It is what it is. Just like this homosexuals I don't like. That's like straight people I don't like. I actually don't like by a bunch of straight because there's more of them around. Throughout my life, people I work with don't trust her, don't like her. She a gossip machine. She has protection of complexion. You know what I'm saying? She got ahead, but not because she gave her head to get ahead. Drop a bomb on that. So that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. You're not going to bait me into I don't like anyone. My husband, the Incredible, this is true. He does not like anybody. Okay, he does not like anybody. And like I said, who knows? Maybe 2026. Y'all don't know what Incredible Hulk and I have planned. Maybe this will become a couples channel. Drop a bomb on that. Okay? And that's when the hate is really gonna start. Because it's gonna be, baby, it's gonna be like, why is he with him? Why is he with him? That's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna be. It's gonna be, why is he with him? Incredible Hulk couldn't find anybody else. Why he with him? That's what's gonna be. You understand? Like, it's not. We don't have anything to prove. I don't have anything to prove to anybody. Okay. If you studied me the way that I've studied some of these people around here, let's see. Oh, Miss View is in the house. Drop a bomb on that. Wait, Hulk, that is my line too. I truly don't like most folks. Good evening, Miss View. I was just telling, just to catch you up real quick. I was just talking how they were trying to bait me into showing Incredible Hulk out here because the thing is that I have a white man, Miss View. I have a white man. Okay, and I'm aging so badly, and that's why I came out here today without shaving. My hair is out. I'm promiscuous. You see, it's growing. I love it. I'm gonna grow my hair again for another 5 years. Last time before I cut it, I like to do like in 5 years term, and then I look like a big old Lion King type of thing. But I said I'm just gonna roll up there like this, just like let me show them what Incredible Hulk looks at every single morning and night. Okay, and loves it. He loves it so much he put 60 on my finger right here. 60, Okay. Miss View says, I've been here from the beginning. I share you, boo. Fuck them. Waiting you to show your boo. Yes, Miss View. That's what they want. That's what. Oh no! Did they think I was gonna be like a Rico Deontay Barber, the radioactive can collector?
Don't forget your cans.
What was that?
Don't forget your cans.
Miss View, did they think I was gonna be like, oh no, I ain't got no white man, I ain't got no white, and then grab my camera and run and get my Incredible Hulk. Look, baby, see, I told you he not a white man. Did they think I have no self control? Do they think I care what a trans pedestrian with a plastic wig who had demons exorcised out of her by a woman called the Oracle, okay, Olivia the Oracle. All right, and that she exorcised a demon out of her live for all of us to hear. Okay, did they think that I was going to try to, do anything to prove anything to really? If y'all don't get the F out of my goddamn face, I live a fabulous life with my husband. We do. And it's funny enough because we were just talking about this. I have so much footage, Miss View. I have so much footage. But imagine if this is what they're saying. You saw The Exorcism out. Yes, did you not? That was our introduction to the trans pedestrian with the plastic wig on. Yeah. Nipples, remember? You don't remember? And she was screaming. Ah! Ah! When he had all these stories about his upbringing and there was some abuse going on of that type, The whole night. You remember all of that? I've been here for a long periodical of time, that QT3000. I have. And then when I saw it, and I don't care how vain this sounds, I said, that bitch is too ugly for me to look at. Drop a bomb on that. Oh, I'm sorry. The QT3000 says, no, I don't follow these people. I get my tea from you. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Thank you. Well, thank you. I'm glad to be of service up in here. I keep peeking. We are Incredible Hulk. We are having a production meeting tomorrow because I am peeking. I am not hearing myself on playback. The lights was giving me an issue earlier. You promised me. No. Wait, no, because they're going to run with that, Miss View. They're going to run with that and say that, Incredible Hulk is my white sugar daddy. Okay, my white sugar daddy. Like I was saying, looking the way that I look, half Puerto Rican, half Dominican, born in New York City, little bit hood, but a little bit sophisticated at times, educated. Not a staff meeting already. Oh, there's going to be a full production meeting, Miss View, right here in this room, right here in this studio. I have a punch list of items that we need to go through. Okay, and I need to know when these deliverables are going to be taken care of. Okay, a production meeting. Yes, production. Okay, you remember and we're going to sit there and I'm going to need, minutes are going to need to be produced. And an action plan is going to have to be enforced before the end of the year. Okay? Before the end of the year, we need to get it together. Because I'm peaking. I'm peaking up in here. I cannot hear me on playback. But I'm a performer. And I keep on going. But it's the most frustrating thing when I don't hear myself on playback. Okay? Yes, Mr. Hulk is in trouble. Mr. Hulk is in trouble. Oh, Miss View. Woo! I just had a flashback. Oh my god! Why when I read that, Miss View, it just took me to a few hours ago when Hulk had me in trouble. I was in trouble, Miss View. Miss View, I was in trouble. You have to understand. I couldn't. Let me focus again, please. Miss View, why are you doing this to me, Miss View? Let me focus. Woo! I just had a flashback. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, the QT3000 says leave Hulk alone. No, you have to, behind a successful businessman, there's a Latino. Okay? There's a Latin back there with an accent letting him know. Hulk, Miss View says, blink twice, Mr. Hulk, if you need some diversion. I can whip out a coloring book. Ooh. Oh, Miss View, speaking of coloring book, on the boat, Okay, and I know you're not attending the Virgin Voyages boat. That QT3000, will you be joining Mother and Treasure Lane and the Treasure Lane crew on the Virgin Voyages boat? Miss View, they have the coloring thing on the boat, but then they also have a big communal wall where you can go and you actually color or paint. It might be paint on an actual mural that they got there every sailing. Every sailing. My husband, the Incredible Hulk, says, I already gave the international help me hand signal out the window. It sounds ghetto. Oh, drop a bomb on that. What sounds ghetto? What sounds ghetto? Not the cruise. Not the cruise. Paint, I saw that. Okay, yes, they had, and I was like, okay, because they have the whole wall. That you 2000, what? The Virgin Voyages sounds ghetto? No, you must be thinking about Carnival, okay, where Pastor Holy Whore went to, okay, and stayed at the biblioteca. That means library. He stayed in the biblioteca, the library, streaming and begging, okay, because he had all this heat, all this fire in front of the camera. When confronted with that person, okay. Oh, okay. No, wait, okay. The QT3000, he might be on a delay. No, I'm not saying you're delayed. I'm just saying I might be, he might still be further than where we are right now. The Virgin is not, yes, it is. That's trust me, I would not be caught dead in red. No, I would not be caught. Like, listen, I did Carnival back in college. I used to have a gold status. That's how many of them. I did like 7 or 8 with Carnival because they were like literally booze cruises. And as a college student, Carnival hit the spot. But I would not do Carnival nowadays. Miss Yu says, a whole cruise and didn't read a book, stuck in the library. Drop a bomb. Who does that? Somebody who's scared of another man. Somebody who's scared who's another man. For another man. Yes, I'm delayed. Delay sounds like a politically correct way of saying someone ain't getting known. I'm going to leave that right there because I don't understand what he's saying. But not slow. No, delayed in the sense of the replay of the live. Because there, I don't know if Miss View knows this because she goes live. But folks that are in the audience, we're live, but there's a delay. Minimum is 30 seconds. Sometimes they put you on a 2-minute delay. For whatever reason, the AI decides that your channel needs to be put on a delay. And so it could be between 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So although you're watching me live, I'm already probably a few minutes ahead from what I'm saying. Get laid. Incredible Hulk says, yes, if you leave and come back, it will catch you up. Oh, yes, the delays are annoying. And Miss View, have you noticed that they do the delays, I guess, depending on, I guess, you know, your channel has a reputation. Drop a bomb on that. No, not the coloring channel, not Viewers to View channel, just channels in general, Miss View. They have a reputation. I guess if you've been flagged or if you've been cussing a lot or whatever, the back system has a grading system. And so based on the reputation of your channel, that's how they decide, hey, how much they push you out. But also, there's something Ricola Deontay Barbers used to hear and push you out. Drop a bomb on that.
Don't forget your cans.
But depending on the reputation of your channel, that's how they decide if you are going to be on a 30-second, anywhere between 30-second delay to 2 minutes. I've been on the whole gamma of rays. The whole gamma of rays. I've been from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Okay? Delay doesn't seem that bad, at least in your case. It seems like you say, okay, listen, I can't do it, babe. We're trying to be inclusive. But if I don't like that bitch, I don't see her. And I don't want to see her, I'm going to block her. You know what I'm saying? Right, the delay is a mess. Right up to 2 minutes. And I'm drinking, it can be anything. And I'm drinking, it can be anything. Okay, so Yes, the QT 3000. There's still some time. I don't know if there's rooms available or stuff like that, but check it out. I think it's gonna be a fun trip. I'm glad that Mother is doing it. Martha Trisha Lane. I hope it goes well. Okay, I hope it goes well. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to come through and say hello, hi to the people, address a few things. I know Incredible Hulk is not a white man. Okay, I'm surprised they didn't say it was like an old, decaying white man. And the thing is that there's some homosexuals in the sector whose that's the story. That story is true for them. That's not true for me. That's absolutely not true for me. All right. I was just thinking of Mother. Oh, go over. Yeah, I'm just saying, go check it out. Check it out. You're gonna get to meet some of your favorite, most salacious content creators, and you can hang out with them, or you could just say hi, bye, and go do your own thing. It's very inclusive. It's a different crowd. It's no children. There will be no children. Fuck them kids. No children. Okay. That's a big, and all of the dining is like good, nice dining, and it's all included in the price. They tend to be a little bit more than the other places, but it's more inclusive where it includes the food and all of that. Let's see. The QC2000 says, "Yeah, I got one of them. Why is he after at me at the job? Oh, there you go. Okay, no EBT card needed. No, and there's not gonna be, you like the Golden Corral where you are, holding the spoon and a whole nine. Miss View, I cannot do it. I cannot do an open bar or salad bar or open bar. No, because the first thing I think about is people in tank tops that are leaning and now so the armpit, And my thing is like the body heat. I'm thinking now, this is all visualizing in my brain. I feel like he's leaning with the spoon and there's body heat coming out of the armpits. Just steam coming out of the pocket, the armpit, right onto whatever plate is a tray is right in front of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like in DR, when I go to the resorts and stuff like that, you cannot go to the place where you eat, whether they have a salad bar or open bar or whatever, or it's order plates. They don't let you in without a polo shirt on. You cannot go in with a bathing suit. No, you gotta be like dressed up to be able to eat. If not, they'll tell you call room service. They will not let you in the eating places, in the restaurants, without at least a polo shirt or long sleeve shirt. It's absolutely disgusting. Incredible Hulk says, I saw the non-melanated holding the dog over the trays, and the dog was eating out of the buffet line. Oh my God! Where did you see that, babe? That was before me, right? That's disgusting. That's like a health thing. The Q3000 says, oh, this sounds good. You should check it out. Go online. Okay, I'm gonna get off shortly, just because we've been here for a periodical of time, and I have to watch Beyond the Gates with my husband. This is something that we do. And Miss View, you know what I've gotten hooked into, and now for 2026, I might do some videos on love after lockup, love during lockup, and 90 Day Fiance. Drop a bomb on that. Oh my God, what have I been missing, Miss View? 90 Day Fiance. It's crazy. The desperation of people. Those men and the women too. They go to these other third world countries because they cannot cut it over here with an American. Because they're fucked up in the head and they got all this drama going on and all these issues. Let's see. Maths debater 111. All the souls of man is resolution, which is valiant man falters never until the last breath. And on that note, you have a VIP seat in the band section. Maths debater 111. Okay. Miss View says, I watched the 90 Day one before and it's more weird and entertaining. Yeah, the 90 Day, oh my God, it's like, it's crazy. It really just like makes me sometimes it's just sad the levels that people will go through. I'm like, you don't see this. You don't see that these people are trying to use you for a visa. You don't see that these people are trying to use you for your money and all that. And it's insane to me that you have to go to a whole third world country. But then if you play the video before this, right? Sending vibes from Serbia. Okay, Serbia. What continent is that at? Serbia. Where is Serbia at? We recently came from the European continent. I think Serbia's further down, right? Please review it, Juanki. You know what? Then I will. Drop a bomb on that. I've been thinking about it. The Q2000. I've been really thinking about it. Europe. Oh, Serbia's in Europe too? Okay, we were in Europe too. We just came back from London. I Miss View. We had so many good experiences, but I was talking to Hulk earlier today, and the topic about putting the phone down came not because like I was on the phone or he was on the phone and we don't have that type of relationship, but just the fact that when we were in London, Miss View, or whenever we go away, y'all know that we try to go away a couple of times a year just because we need it. Like mentally, we need to decompress, get away from the city, get away from the hustle of paying all these bills and building what we're building, and go enjoy something. But then you get there, and I don't want to be with a phone up, recording, or with a camera, or thinking about content for my YouTube channel. Drop a bomb on that. With all due respect, like, I feel like, okay, we're supposed to be taking a vacation, but now we're going somewhere and I'm trying to create content. So that's not a vacation. That's not a moment where I can really reconnect with my husband and enjoy his time and our time together and enjoy the experience that we're having at the new place, learning about that culture, submerging ourselves in the environment. Like, it's so distracting for me to then try to get the perfect shot. And okay, you're recording. Okay, look at it. So, I much rather just focus on having the time with him and really enjoying and being present. It's about being present in the moment. That's what it's about. I plan that stuff out, not during real time. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's also challenging, at least it's for us challenging, that it's like, Valley Andrew, yes, husband. I am married with a husband. Is you okay? Is you okay, or do you need a ticket? I'll wait. Is you okay, or do you need a ticket? We got them available. They're VIP. We got VIP tickets. You know what? Just for asking that, there you go. Join the other losers in the VIP as a band. Drop a bomb on that. I just didn't like it. Blame me. I have an attitude. I'm from New York. Okay? Miss View, you know what it is, Miss View. Hawk says, it's the places we go to. We can't do stuff like that. That's another thing. So, Miss View, we've gone to like Michelin, like 5 stars Michelin, 5 diamonds or whatever it is that I think they use the diamond system. Michelin restaurants. The last thing I'm gonna do is this. Like, I'm not. I feel like we already have to represent a certain way because we're from New York and they know I'm from New York, right? Then I'm with a black man and it's me, and and they're like, okay, so they're already that already. The fact that he has the build that he has, and everybody always thinks that he's a professional football player, that eases it a little bit, but still, we're conscious of what we look like when we're out there. So that already setting their own bias. So for me to put a fucking phone and try to take a picture, everything, it just looks ridiculous. And then a lot of the times, there's nobody else in the room doing it. So we would look crazy. Let's see. Miss View says, now skip your arse out of here. That Q2000 says, I just looked at Virgins. I'm intrigued. Well, you got to hurry up because, look it up. And it's going to be the resilient lady. So YouTube resilient lady, there's a bunch of reviewers that have done it. Miss View says, I have prior plans or I would be on it at the QT2000, but you should go. Check it out, the QT2000. It might be a good, and you can, they actually have solo cabins. Drop a bomb on that. That's something also that they do differently. We'll say 95% of cruises, you got to buy double occupancy. So that means that if you go by yourself, you're still paying double, even though it's going to be just you in. Babe, don't give too much. Fine, I won't give too much, and I won't do too much. And on that note, I'm actually going to be getting off now, so I could spend some time with my husband and watch Beyond the Gates, catch up on Beyond the Gates. We will be back tomorrow to do another of the stories. I'm trying to do one a night. I find them so intriguing, Miss View. And I try to relate in the ones that I could relate, like the 40-year-old today who's 40 in New York City and feels like, Miss View, it's the previous video. He feels like he can't connect. He's about to give up on gay dating. And you know, certain things we dissected it. So check it out if you haven't. It's a previous video before this. I want to thank everybody who came through that QT3000. My Naris 21, my biggest supporter. My Incredible Hulk, Miss Viewers of You for always supporting. Thank you so much. Like it's giving taxi cab confessions. I know, right? It's giving taxi cab confessions. Do you remember that, Miss View? Did you ever watch taxi cab confessions? I was young, and so I will have to sneak watch it because there was a lot of sex stuff in there. I saw all your brothers. I shared that one too. Thank you, Miss View. Thank you. But Taxi Cab Confessions, I used to sneak watch that because it was like a lot of sexual stuff. They were picking up prostitutes and trans pedestrians and like, you know, it was a bunch of stuff. Yes. I was like, you know, it's like I had to like sneak watch it. I should not have been watching it, but oh, Miss View says I wanted to be on a drop a bomb on that. No, Miss View, I think you would do. It was hilarious. But you know which one was also. Did you ever watch? I didn't watch this one real time because this is way before my time. But I've watched it on YouTube. The track. Remember the trans that had the clever. The clever. You mean the hammer? Had the hammer. I remember she was a black lady. And then she was telling the taxi cab driver what she was about to do, and she was like, "I'm about to stick a 12-inch on the client." She was like, "I have it right here," and she was like, "But there was something." The knife? No, the one that I saw, was it a knife or was it a hammer? It was one of the two, but it was an older black trans sex worker. I remember she had a black bob on like this, and she was just sitting there. She was black. She was sitting there. She had her purse like this, and she was just looking out the window as they were driving by. And she was like talking. She would look at him sometimes and then just go back, and just like as the streets were going by the buildings, and she was just talking about how, you know, she was about to stick this 12-inch dildo on her white client that she was going to visit right now. That's a rough life. That's the rough life. You know, but at the same token, you know, we had somebody come through and trace up and down earlier and talk about, oh, I had this hate for trans pedestrians and this, that, and the third, which is not true, because I've known trans people. Unfortunately, in the minority, they were the ones that were okay. A lot of them had hang-ups and chose different lifestyles. That put them in certain situations and yielded them certain results. Drop a bomb on that. That's not my fault. Yeah, QT3000 says she said she had a client whose meat so big she had to take pain. Yes, I remember that too. I'm gonna see if we could pull that up one day. Let's see. Castor Cannon says, do you remember an episode of Las Vegas Workers saying that a man ate her feces on a plate? I vaguely remember that. Yes, I think I vaguely remember that. Yep. And that she was getting paid good money for that. I remember that. Well, that's a thing. It's never been my thing. But that is a thing. I just tell it all. Just tell it all. My God. But I do remember, and then there was something else in I remember there was something in the Bronx where it was the girls working the track. I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't Taxi Cab Confessions, but it was the track. Maybe it was called the track, and it was the prostitutes in Hunts Point. No, I think it was called Hunts Point. Hunts Point, which is like where the train, the underpass or whatever, underneath the underpass, and a lot of people will go there to pick up prostitutes. Yes, Hunts Point. Yes, as the ladies of the night walk and stroll, we come across Maria, and then she'll be like talking, no NDAs at all, and she will be talking and all that. I remember that. That was a good. I like when HBO was doing, like, I haven't seen HBO in like decades, to be quite honest. And 100% transparent, I haven't seen HBO since they had, my cousins had the cable box that had the whole contraption, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Back in the Brooklyn days, drop a bomb on that. So I couldn't even tell you what's on HBO in the last 2 decades, maybe. But yes, I remember that. Innocent. That I remember I was innocent then. As the ladies of the night walk and stroll, we come across, and then they had like drumming and all that, like that was good. Sad but good. It gave us a glimpse into a whole world and this was before internet, so it's like, oh my God, these people are really living like this. I remember there was an elderly prostitute walking the stroll. She was the oldest hooker on the stroll, Miss View. And you want to know what her thing was? Why she kept having clients come back and forth? You're not gonna believe this. She had no teeth. So she would take off her dentures, and they will be recording them like in a car behind, right? And she would have a mic so they could hear. She would take her teeth out and put them on the dash, and then she would go down, and you hold her slavering and the whole night, and the car moving like this, and the guy, exploding down her, bare throat like that. My young ass had no business. HBO's was the shit. But you know what? I feel like HBO, I think HBO had like Hot Topics and stuff like that, but Cinemax and Showtime was like softcore porn after 11 o'clock at night. Drop a bomb on that. Softcore porn. Showtime was like, oh my God, like what is going on? Showtime and Cinemax, like at 1 o'clock in the morning, like 12:45, 1 a.m. Cinemax for like 3 hours will have like softcore porn up there. Miss View says, I heard for men or women folks that don't have teeth can service very well. I heard that too. I drop a bomb on that. I heard that too. I heard they call it a gummy blowjob, a gummy BJ. Oh my God, I think that's the scope. A gummy BJ. I cannot. Maybe that's why most of the beef sector has no teeth. Well, Miss View, okay, teeth are the window to the soul and the way to the boxers. Okay. That QT3000 says that damn Cinemax and Showtime. They woo. And then when you really think about it, they weren't really showing much. I think the most of them would show was breasts, like titties. They would show a lot of titties. But I me young, I was like, they never show the front of the man. Drop a bomb on that. I'm like, the most you will see was the side of the man, But the woman, sometimes you will see the woman. Sometimes you will see like the exterior of the woman, but you never got like, it's not like they were giving a gynecological exam up there like some other channels. Like there were some other channels, that my parents had the parent control lock, Miss View, until I figure out the lock is in the back of the box and you just go click like that and then it activates. And it's like, oh my God, that's when I saw vagina, cervix, uterus. I saw fallopian tubes. I seen everything. I'm like, oh my God, how could she be so free? I'm on that. I'm just saying. That lock. Do you remember the lock? It was also, this is something people knew about. Okay. The QT2000 says it's called the velvet mouth, aka gum jaw. I wonder. Let me not go there. I was gonna say something about that sector, but I'm not. Let's see. Castro says, "Do you remember Xina Chronicles?" No, I don't remember that. What was it about? I don't remember. Real Sex was my. Yes, I remember Real Sex. I remember Real Sex, and I actually knew somebody who went on Real Sex. I remember somebody who went on Real Sex. As like an actress or whatever, and it was like, "Oh, girl, you did all that." You did all that. You did all that. Like, okay. The QT2000 says if they showed the man, they was never hard. No, I never saw the man. You will only see like the side profile. But even when you turn the lock up, when you went click and you turn the lock up, and I will be like watching in the living room because nobody had the box in their room. It's in the living room, so I'll wait for everybody to leave. And they were like, okay. They're like, no, I don't want to go today. No, yeah, go. You guys can go. What time you'll be home? Okay. And I was like, oh God, there was no, it was a lot. I'm gonna say this: they exploited the women a lot more than the men. Drop a bomb on that. They definitely exploited the women more than the men. It wasn't an equal. It wasn't an equal setting. The Q2000 says, I barely remember Xena. I don't remember what Xena was. Yes, in the living room. Yeah, it was. I mean, that was what the one box was at, in the living room. Xena was back. Black Escort Encore series. No, I don't remember. I didn't see it. But those were the days. I guess those were the days. And then the internet came. Welcome. You got mail. You know that America Online with the and then you were waiting for that key. For that, it was a lightning. The lightning, it was a triangle on the triangle, and then the lightning to hit the key, and then you will go in and like, welcome, you got mail. Remember that? And then you can then peruse some other places. There was Cena Castro. I remember Zane's. It was. Let me tell you, one, and I leave you with this story. One time, right, I have moved on from the cable box in the living room. We now had America Online. Welcome, you got mail, right? And so we had a cousin of my uncle of mine was sharing his America Online setup because I needed it for school or whatever, and so he was sharing the account so I could go in, right? Why that still my notification sound? It is. Oh my God. So then I was watching certain things that I should not have been watching, for educational purposes, Miss View, as a teenager. And for whatever reason, I don't know what the hell happened, Miss View. The image froze. The image froze. Okay? And the image was she was in the library was open. The book was open. Okay. The book was open. And because they weren't giving, man on man action, the closest I could get was woman to woman action. The book was open and the other one was already. She was facing the plate, Miss View. She was facing the plate. The QT3000. She was right up in there, and those images just froze. And I'm like, what? And then the computer started. I'm like, what the hell is happening? So I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to exit. It's not exiting. It's not closing. I turn the computer off, Miss View. Okay. I turn the computer off and I turn it back on. The computer comes back on and the image is there. Okay. With the book and the face and I wanted to fucking pee myself, and my parents were on the way home. Drop a bomb on that. My parents are on the way home. The library, so educational purpose with the library open. My parents are on my way home, so I ended up calling my cousin, from that uncle, to try to get him to talk, to figure out what the case, how to get this I unplugged it, but when you plugged it in, long story short, it caught a virus. It caught a virus. But luckily, when they could, because that computer was given to us by my uncle, right? And he had the online in there. He gave us the not a floppy disk. Yeah, a floppy disk can reset the thing. And so I'm on the house phone with my cousin. You know, I know my parents are coming, but my cousin was able to talk me through the flash disk that they gave. So I put the flash disk in, and then I did the black screen, and then I was able to like wipe it. But then we had to rebuild the computer. When my parents came and they're like, "What happened to the computer?" I'm like, "Oh no, caught a virus. We have to," and I acted like I knew what the F I was doing. But we lost everything. Everything that was in there, everything was gone, and it was like the system we had to reset the whole system, like factory reset the whole thing. And my parents had like stuff there that we need. I have school stuff. Everything was lost. Everything was lost. You have the reset disk. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to do the reset disk. And after that, I never went back on the computer. I got myself, eventually I saved enough money through the shows that I was doing and the tours that I was doing. Did they check the history? I had learned the trick about clearing the history. I learned that. So even when I was already sitting there, that's something that I knew. And I think that was something that my cousins had taught me. How to go to cookies and history. And I will always, whenever I will be on the computer, I will always go back, click, and delete everything, so that my parents wouldn't be poking around and see what I was doing. But eventually, I got myself a little laptop. It was a compact. I got it at the Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz, and nobody's gonna beat the Wiz. I got it. It was like $900. That was like my big first purchase, like expensive purchase. It was like $900, and it was my own little laptop that I bought. And so now I'm in my room, and then I got my own phone line into my room, so that I could then plug it into my modem, and that's how I would then take care of business. Okay, that's how I was taking care of business. The QT2000 says, "I knew you was gonna say cousins." Yeah, it was my cousins. They're always such a bad influence, right? Such a bad influence. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who came through. Thank you so much again, Castor Cannon, the QT2000, 3000. Go ahead, check out the cruise. YouTube right now is Resilient Lady. Is a resilient lady, and they're going to the Bahamas. It's like a 4-day. They have single rooms. And they do things for single travelers too. If you're traveling single, on the first night, they're gonna have a single like meetup, where you can meet other single people that are gonna be traveling on their own, and then you can like link up with somebody and do things and all that. So go ahead. Yep, I got it. All right. Ms. View, thank you for always being here, for the support. Naris21, I know you're in the clouds, my Incredible Hulk. And everybody that's coming through for the replay, please hit the like. I will see you guys tomorrow. We have another story tomorrow night. All right. Be safe. Thank you so much for supporting. Love you guys. Peace.